Hello and welcome. I'm Caroline Boyd, the Director of Government Programs at Meritalk. I'm here today with Bob Osborne from ServiceNow. Bob and I are going to be discussing how agencies can modernize risk management, considering what they've learned from the COVID-19 crisis. Bob, thanks for being here today. ServiceNow has done a lot of compelling work as the pandemic has emerged. What so far has this crisis taught us about human risk in the federal service delivery supply chain?
Well, it's really an interesting time for everyone as we adjust to this new normal of physical separation while trying to still deliver critical citizen services. And I think agencies have really been struck by perhaps an unconsidered weak link in the supply chain of delivering those services, which were the actual people involved in the work. We've been conditioned over the years to understand that our work is where we go, not what we do. So everyone's used to going into physical offices in order to do their work, to deliver citizen services as part of their agency's responsibility and their mission. And now we find ourselves with a new normal of having to expand the boundaries of that definition and actually expand the boundaries of the technology that enables the people to do their job into their homes, wherever that may be. So I think that there was initial shock of that and then some rapid response in order to meet the requirements of doing this work in this fashion. But now I think that we're seeing some real innovation, some exciting opportunities that agencies have taken to really push the ball forward in what they have always talked about in their digital transformation strategies. And this is kind of that burning platform that has really pushed them towards execution and seeing some of that come to reality.
To what extent can the right technology and tools help teams deliver services and reduce risk during an emergency like this?
Well, it's really an interesting challenge for agencies because when we think about the traditional technology landscape that we've developed over the years, it's a very highly heterogeneous environment of a multitude of different technologies that have been developed over time to answer specific needs within silos of excellence within agencies. So there may be really good systems that support human resources. There may be really good systems that support delivery of licenses or getting permissions or program responses from the government for citizens. There may be really good systems that have been developed for logistics or finance. But when you start to talk about being able to extend the boundary of the IT environment beyond what the normal data center requires, where the physical computer, the physical work is being done within the boundaries of a building, those types of segmented silos of excellence really become problematic for delivering the tools, the capabilities, the IT capabilities to actually do their work in a remote environment. So while many agencies have started on a journey of transformation, shifting from specific application development that support individual processes within these silos of excellence to a more broad platform approach, which allows for the aggregation of normalized information presented through easy to use applications, much like the platform that we use at home to do most of our work. Each of us use this type of a platform to do virtually everything in our lives. And that same architectural concept is now finding its way into government agency enterprises, which really have allowed them to take advantage of that type of a environment to push the boundaries of the enterprise into the home, making sure that the capabilities to deliver the services for the employees to do their work and the citizens to get access to their services in a secure manner. Because above all, we still have to maintain security of citizen and government information.
Can you give us a real world example from one of your customers?
Sure. So we've got several examples of agencies who have really excelled in this time of crisis. And they had already moved toward this shift from application to platform service delivery architectural capabilities. And what this enabled them to do was very rapidly create new applications on, in this case, the ServiceNow platform, which allowed them to deliver capabilities that specifically needed the requirements of the COVID-19 challenges. For example, a major West Coast city actually developed in a matter of days a new application in which people could self-identify if they felt they were getting ill with the virus. This really helped the local officials identify, categorize, and then follow up with the proper treatment protocols based upon that capability. It was really easy to do because of the application development tools that are resident in the platform for very easy and quick application development on a platform that was already certified and accredited within the environment. So it really changes the game on how you can respond. Likewise, a major DoD customer was able to categorize and catalog all of the people who were involved in supporting the COVID-19 deployments. As you know, there were the deployment of the Comfort and Mercy hospital ships. There were the construction of field hospitals to support the anticipated increase in cases of people who were infected with the disease. And the ability to support the logistics, the supply chain nature of that was really a key element. And that was another case where they had already had this platform in place and were able to rapidly develop applications on it.
What is an important lesson about risk management that we can take forward from this time of crisis and hopefully apply when business returns to whatever the new normal is?
Yeah, risk takes on a new flavor when you have an incident like this. And typically, people are motivated to do the right thing, to overcome adversity whenever they're faced with challenges like this. And the attitude is always, let's just get this done. Let's get the service to the citizens who need it. Let's help the people in need. We'll fix all that paperwork stuff afterwards. And many times that's what we do. We rise to the occasion, we deliver the service, and then afterwards we clean up. Well, when you talk about opening the boundaries of information technology and exposing potentially access to information that is required to be protected, that creates a really, really dangerous risk for agencies and for citizen information. So by leveraging the capabilities of a ServiceNow platform type of an architecture, what you really are able to do is use identity management and access controls, which are native to the platform, to allow you to identify who it is who's requesting access to the information, where are they requesting that access from, as in what type of device. Is it a known device within the enterprise, or is it a new device? And there are protocols and processes that support each of those scenarios. And then once you've identified that the person is authorized to have access to that, they're on a device which has been assured to have access into that environment, now they can carry on work from wherever they are. And that's what we're finding is the real exciting part of the byproduct of the COVID-19 issue. Is we're finding new ways that we're able to work that we didn't really think about before, except conceptually as part of our long-range strategies in agencies. We're seeing them actually put in practice today because of the flexibility of this type of a platform architectural approach.
Thanks, Bob. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us today.
Hey, it's been a real pleasure, and I hope that you and all yours are well, and I hope everyone watching is still doing really well despite the challenges that we're facing.